You know who might be done though is Embiid. I'm sick of Embiid getting hurt year in year out. Ridiculous.
I agree. The most recent injury that he's faced now, it's not a small one by any stretch of the word. Like, I mean,
It's
torn
like his
meniscus.
it's like his
That's
80th knee
definitely
injury.
something to cause for concern.
Yeah.
He's underwent surgery. He's going to be reevaluated in 4 weeks. I don't know how legitimate that 4 weeks is. To me, that seems very short. Realistically, I'd be looking at something more like 6, 8 weeks. I mean, 6 is pushing it, but if they need him back, they're going to try and bring him back. But possible playoff return, the Sixers are going to take a hit from this. They're going to be falling in the seeding. I mean, this is big for the Sixers. This ruins their year.
Is this a point in time where you look and you go, Embiid's an MVP player for half the year, and you try to look and you start talking to people and think about shipping him because you're only getting him
I
for
mean,
half the
people
year and maybe a
people's
first
eyes
round.
would light up at the chance to take Embiid from the Sixers. It's a gamble, but
He's
it's a
averaging
really good
The
35 a
gamble.
game.
Knicks.
Look at
He's
the
a-
Knicks.
The Knicks have 8 first-round picks to trade. Nobody in
and,
the NBA. Maybe I think the Thunder could match that, but again, I
and the
mean,
Knicks can
the
only play
Sixers
him
don't care.
half
The
a year.
Sixers will trade him to whatever team they can get the most value from. But if they
Absolutely.
respect Embiid, sometimes teams will say, okay, well, we want to keep in good standing with the NBA and the other
Yeah.
players. We'll send this guy to his preferred destination if we can get a good deal. And the Knicks can
Yeah.
give a good deal. You can probably get,
The Knicks
I mean,
have a great deal.
but it's just first round picks. The Knicks don't have the young players to throw in. I mean, it'd probably
Yeah,
look
but I mean,
something like
we already touched on it a little bit earlier in the show. Are the Sixers already showing the white flag with the trade deadline? I mean, if they are really looking to rebuild, I think the Knicks is a great match for them.
yeah.
How many first round picks is too many first round picks for Embiid?
Well, I think the most first round picks in a
3?
for a single player was for Rudy Gobert
For
2
Durant,
summers
right?
ago. No, Rudy Gobert, I believe,
No.
got 5,
That's
Oh my
ridiculous.
God.
and that was
That's
seen as an overpay. I mean, now it's kind of paid
I'd
off.
say that's too many.
But
I'd say
Durant did
five's
go
too
for
many.
4, plus Mikal
Yeah.
Bridges, who right now in the NBA
That's
would go for
Kevin- that's
probably
Kevin
3.
Durant.
4 seems reasonable, especially for a player that caliber, that age. I mean, I know he's a gamble coming off.
Fine.
Anytime you tear something, tendon, ligament, whatever it is, there's a big question mark over your head coming in when you come back.
He's been hurt every year he's been in the league.
Yeah.
You can't.
It's
give
always
up
something
first.
else.
As a Knicks team right now, you can't give up first round. 4
I
first round
disagree. I think the Knicks are in a
Can't do it.
win now mentality. I don't think they have the time to be like, can we keep this going for 4 or 5 years?
You're taking the risk now. You're saying, are we winning in 2024? Are we winning in 2025? You know,
I see the Knicks have a 2-3 year window where they can legitimately do it. Mainly because I also think the East is pretty weak right now. It's not just a matter of can the Knicks build up enough to get to the championship. It's are the teams around the Knicks in the East also going to stay low? Are they not going to be doing enough to really reach that next level? I don't think that's the case either. I think everyone else is going to be building up.
It's worth it then, I guess, if they take Embiid for 1 year to make the finals.
to me, the thing is, so obviously when it comes to making a trade for a super, we don't have that many comparisons to make for a trade for an MVP in their prime. The closest
Yes.
thing we have is we have Kevin Durant last season, and he went for
Moved,
4
yep.
first round picks and Mikal Bridges. Who Mikal Bridges right now would go for probably. I think the Nets turned down an offer of 3 first round picks for Mikal Bridges this
Okay.
deadline. So
That's insane.
and he's worth, I would say, about 3 first round picks, Mikal Bridges. I would say that's what you would have to pay
Yeah, that's
to
a
be
solid
fair
deal.
to get him. So Kevin Durant post Achilles, 34 or 35-year-old Kevin Durant went for the equivalent, I would say, of 6 or 7 first round picks.
It was the same type of gamble too. I mean, he's coming off a big time injury as well.
So if the Knicks say we're going to empty out our wallets on Embiid and let's say put 6 picks together,
Insane.
6 would be crazy.
but they don't have. The thing is, the Knicks don't have any young. They don't have the young value to add. Like it's not like before where they could say we're going to give you quickly R.J. Barrett, Grimes, Obi
They've already moved a
Toppin,
lot of their
and
assets.
3
yeah.
first round picks. Now it's okay. I don't have any of these guys to give you. They have Deuce McBride, and I mean I don't know
His
if anyone would
injury
consider.
history.
Nothing that's eye opening.
Yeah.
his injury history has to count for something.
It does, though. I mean, but you see in the
Six is
previous
ridiculous.
Durant trade, it doesn't really mean something because you could
Should.
say, oh, maybe this, maybe that, as much as
I
you
would-
want, but
I would
when it
rather
comes
give
down to it, Embiid.
I would rather give an extra pick for Mikal Bridges, knowing he's going to give you day in day out.
I am
80
fully on
for the
board with Mikal Bridges to the Knicks.
I would.
I think that
rather
makes
give
sense
Mikal
to them
Bridges
too.
than trying to get Embiid for maybe half the season. He's not even up for any awards now.
I know
And it's
that's
paid
another
every
big thing
year.
too.
Every year he's in the league.
I'm
That's
glad the
consistent.
NBA brought that in, where you can't win any big awards if you haven't played enough.
Yeah,
I'm a
this is
big
your-
fan of that.
It has-